Hello Internet, welcome to Games Done Wrongish. Hey guys, welcome to part 6 of Murdered Sole Suspect playthrough by Games Done Wrongish. Let's continue to see where we was up to. Now, when we played last time, I think we left the asylum, or the psychiatric hospital. And now we're heading over to Salem, the Salem History Museum. So, I'm just trying to remember the controls, because it's been a couple of days now, for me. And it's left trigger to run, that's what I was looking for. I could teleport with this, although you don't seem to be able to teleport very far. I'm glad we worked this bit out here last time. That was niggling at me a little. Okay. Yes, let's enter the museum.
Fitting for an investigation about a serial killer. All these murders have whipped this town into a frenzy. Now it all leads here to a gala celebrating a time when Salem found itself swept up in another whirlwind of hysteria.
Witch Trials exhibits. The Witch Trials. So, as I was saying earlier in one of the earlier videos, it seems that the bell...
I'm so sorry. Tomorrow tickets will go on sale to the general public. Tonight is a special members-only event.
The bell tower, or the bell killer, or whatever, the bell murderer, he seems to be doing the witches' trials. So, like, dunking women or burning them. Sorry, just muting my phone as it was going off there.
I couldn't get out. The fire was merciless. I couldn't get out. The fire was merciless.
Okay, so there was a nasty fire here at the museum.
Gather round and bear witness to the righteous proceedings of a trial of a most heinous nature. Now you, good woman Putnam, you stand accused of the murder of 7 of your own children, whom you claim were taken by forces of the devil.
Freak show better give me some answers.
I did not do it. My devil spawn of a child is my own accuser.
Bearing the spawn of the devil?
Is this linked? I think it is somehow. But,
I know it's not as bad as some of
it must have been a pretty effective way to publicly shame people. Well, yeah, no doubt.
You've locked up in one of these things all day.
Whoa. People really died here. How does the wood get preserved that long?
I'm not sure it's the same wood, but sure. Oh, yeah, of course. What is making the sound? It's the trapdoor, I would say.
The time is upon us, Abigail Williams.
No.
You scourge of Salem. It is time to pay for your sin.
That ghost girl from the alleys is Abigail Williams, and this gallows was actually used to execute her centuries ago. Oh, this is the original one. Okay. Let's see what this woman has to say.
I remember a bright flash, and then nothing.
You're the one that died from the fire still.
So it wasn't really a form of execution. But someone still got killed by this.
Was this used to hold the rocks here?
Yep.
So, what's the point of this?
Something more conclusive.
Trying to get people to talk.
To talk.
So it
How
sounds
could
like
they
the...
talk?
How long has this bloodstain been on this rock?
Those heavy stones on the
Confess, witch. Confess. For covenant. A demonic contract with the dark forces.
Back in Puritan times, they tortured people to coerce confessions that their actions were guided by a demonic contract. Alright. Okay. Now. What is this? That's the dunking chair, isn't it? Water. Drown. Something like this was used to kill Sophia. Yes, it was, and this one was to kill, used to kill Rose. Oh, the other one. Burned to death. Rose, torture. Rose was burned to death on a stake just like this.
Destructive and all, but
Indeed.
that's harsh.
Indeed, I do feel that this is the
Whoa. People really died here.
oh, same guy, is it?
How does the wood get preserved that long?
I don't know. I thought it wasn't the real wood, but it is, apparently. Right, so we've got 5 out of 7, 2 more to find. Let's have a look around.
There were children accusing their own parents?
Yeah, I mean, if it's here, I guess it's true. I can't imagine what it would be like to have my own child turn on me.
Blows my mind that this really happened. Not just in a play, but in the lives of real people.
Court records. A replica of court records from the actual Salem witch trials. Alright, but I don't get to read
Seems
them.
like just about anything can get you.
Maybe make my voice deeper. Would a Puritan really say that?
I don't think I'll learn anything from this book.
This play's hilarious, but nobody gets it. God, women had a raw deal.
I guess so. I guess they did.
What's happening outside? Pretty sure it was police lights.
Oh no, not police outside now. What's going on now? I have one more clue to find. Oh, is this it? No, it's telling me to go back in here, so it's not.
Did you see all those police lights?
I don't know. We came straight from a dinner in Boston. Maybe Jim.
So, I'm sitting there watching that.
I couldn't get out. The fire was merciless.
Oh, yeah. Salem Witch Trial Judgment House, owned by Judge Haythorne, one of the most influential judges during the witch trials. This historic mansion also served as courtroom for many of the trials and sentencing hearings during the hysteria that blanketed Salem in 1692. Okay.
So the Bell Killer used torture devices like this to kill his victims. Why kill them like witches?
I'm surprised there's no exhibit for the accusers. It's such an important part of Salem's history.
Actually, several artifacts aren't on display yet. We're currently preparing them upstairs in the restoration room.
Guess I'm going upstairs.
See what else is in here.
Alright. Investigate the war room still is my current objective, so that's frustrating because it's not easy to figure out where you need to go. Second floor and stairs. Whoa. Alright. I'm guessing that's not going to stop. Oh, they are 14 more. I want to get away from this train. Alright. Okay, the noise of this train is frustrating, but this has got to be the way I've got to go, right? Oh, what? Alright. I guess you found out what happens when you die in this game. Right, the noise of that train is annoying me. Come on, where? Oh, I don't think I can fire past those. I think you need to possess someone, don't you, to get through those type of things.
People think this is easy. Just make sure nobody touches anything.
Yeah, just do that. I mean, how hard can it be? Oh. First witch execution plaque. The first person hanged at Gallows Hill was Bridget Bishop, who claimed that I am as innocent as the child unborn when presented with the charge of witchcraft. Okay? But she's still hung. Well, that was the thing with hanging witches. There was no proof they were actually witches, were there? Was there? I don't want to set the train off again. West Wing, first floor gallery. I want to get up to the other floors, but I don't know how. Second floor and stairs this way. I don't know if I need to be quick there. Try to make like a double dash. It's possible, right? Let's see if that lines up. It does. Let's try it. Ah! No, I don't think that's it, is it? As if there's anything I could possess, like a cat or something. Oh, wait. Aha! Have I worked it out? I've worked something out, that's for sure. Stairs are this way still. Right, we're getting there. I think. I wanted to see what that was. Oh, I've lost it now, haven't I? Museum. Judgment House. One of Salem's historic sites, a mansion owned by Judge where accused witches were tried as part of the Salem witch trials in 1692. Yeah, that wasn't that plaque though, was it? That I just found. Oh well. Okay, this train's too loud. Let's get out of here. Finally, the train shut up. Right. A quick scout for demons. Don't see any demons yet. But there's a lot of things to hide in, so I'm expecting them to appear any moment. To the third floor. I don't think we need to go to the third floor, do we? Or do we? Well, there's only one way to find out, I guess. Have a look around here first. There are a lot of these we need to find, so 12 more. Means we've got a lot to do in here still, I would imagine. There's one. I should have probably got a guide up for where they are, but nah. Maybe when the game is done, run through it again real quick. But I probably won't. Alright, I don't see anything else around here, so I'm gonna just head on up to the third floor, I guess. I hear something nasty. Oh. Alright, 9 more. Oh.
Joy? I told you to look after Iris.
You're not the boss of me.
I found a bunch of stuff downstairs. Bell Killer is offing his victims as if they're witches. I'm heading upstairs to see what else I can find. I should have told you to follow me, then maybe you would have stayed at the church.
You know me so well.
Restoration, yes, this is where we wanted. I thought she said.
Just keep an eye out for security cameras and alarms.
Thanks for the tip, but this isn't even my first break-in today.
I thought she said second floor for restoration, it was third.
Yeah, this looks like the right place. Now let's see what these artifacts can tell me about the witch trials.
I guess we're going to find out how the next murders are going to be, because it's going to be someone that's a part of this museum, isn't it? An antique-looking brass ship's binnacle. Okay. A Civil War era cannon. Not sure what they have to do with witches, but it's a museum, so I'm guessing they just have bits of everything. We have to work out which items are an antique-looking ship's telegraph on a stand. Yeah, which items are relevant to us and which are not, I guess. What's this? An antique-looking galleon ship's wheel. Lots of nautical stuff then. For the next exhibition, perhaps? Oh, what's this? I'd say the crystal's making the noise. A crystal believed to be able to tell the future. Oh.
My apologies. It will always belong to you.
For shame, Bridget. This charade of your conversations with the spirit world will surely condemn you as a witch.
Puritans considered anyone exhibiting medium-like abilities to be witches. One of the existing witch trial-related paintings previously used in the first floor exhibit. Alright, we're getting there. Important message. Let's have a look at this. Witch trial, public summons, an antique scroll. Okay. It says it's important, but it didn't really tell me much right now. Yeah, that's an anchor. I don't think the ship stuff is that relevant, but I'm guessing I'm gonna have to find them all because they are looking as parts of clues for some reason. Okay, what's this device here? Nothing. Just probably for moving things around. Nothing more. Oh, what's this? Judgment. A judge's gavel. I wonder how old that is. What? Oh, what is this? List of the accused. Ah. A notebook from the late 1600s listing those accused in the witch trials. That could be very interesting. Because the names, if they're of the family members of the people that are being killed now. And then... Okay. Psychic leads police to gruesome discovery. So Sophia's there, and she's one of them that was murdered. Glass on backboard. Rose. Oh. They're all mediums, all claim to have psychic power. And that's why they're being killed. Right. So this guy... Yeah, all of them, I'd say. So the guy is looking for the contract between the mediums and... Oh. Is it Baxter?
Hey kid, I need you to lift up this painting.
Called The Hanged Witch. It's creepy. Oh.
A ghostly version of the bell killer symbol is on a painting called The Hanged Witch. Baxter hurried to hide the painting when someone approached him up here. Why hide it? And what was he doing here in the first place? Yeah, he has something to do with it. For sure. Now what's this? A medieval witch book. The Malleus Maleficarum, or Hammer of the Witches, published in 1487, argued for the existence of witches, the nature and genesis of their powers, and how best to prosecute them. Alright. Now, it seems I'm missing 2 more clues around here. Interesting clues, maybe. Maybe not. I could probably work it out now with what I have, but I would like to find the last 2, if at all possible. If at all possible, I might not bother. I might see if I can work it out now, because I feel like I've walked around in circles a few times now. Alright. That one is very important. Now we have 2 that are lit. Oh. Need a clue about why he kills the victims. Oh. Alright, so we have the symbol on the painting. No. Maybe I can't solve it right now then.
So the bell killer is targeting mediums because he thinks they're witches? That's insane. Who do I know that's interested in mediums? Baxter.
Yeah. I know that. No. Oh, come on.
And why the hell is Baxter involved in this? He dropped the case when he was demoted.
All right, found the killer's symbol. We got a suspect to look into. We're almost there.
And not one step closer to finding my mom.
Like I said, the world doesn't need another whiner.
You know what? Screw you. You don't understand.
Don't understand? My wife was murdered 3 years ago. She got to float up into the white light, and I got stuck here in this place with some bitchy teen.
Ugh.
Your mom's been missing what? 2, 3 days? Huh? And I guarantee you we'll find her. If I fail, if we fail, I'll never get to see Julia again. Ever.
We won't fail.
I don't need a cheerleader.
Look, I'm sorry. I didn't know about your wife.
Yeah. Look, we need to act on the information we found. You head off to the church.
The church? Where are you going?
Baxter's our prime suspect. I need to get over to his apartment and see if I can dig up any skeletons. Probably not a good idea for a fugitive to visit a cop.
Fine, I'll meet you later.
Alright. Baxter's suspicious behaviour surrounding this case points to him being a Bell killer suspect. I need to find him. Now I know it's telling me to exit here now, but what about all those bags? There seems to be a lot missing that I didn't find. What is this?
This place, it puts me in touch with odd sensations, centuries old. I'm trying to focus on this killer, but the echoes from these sensations keep interfering, like deaths from the past, pleading to be remembered.
Joy's mother feels spirits from Salem's history are linked to the items kept in the museum. Yeah. The museum donor plaque, dedicated to the nameless citizen whose generosity made the care of our town's heritage possible. We delicately restore the past to make a better future. Okay. Better future. Right. Not sure about that. Some guys going around killing people like they're witches again. Five more. A prayer book. The Lord's Prayer Test. It was believed that the devil would never let one of his minions say all the words to the Christian Lord's Prayer. The accused were asked to recite it in full, and some of them, through merely forgetting some of the words, would find themselves in deep legal trouble. Oh, so they weren't asked to read it, they were asked to just say the prayer. Book of Engravings. William Pine's Book of Colour Engravings, the costume of Great Britain, shows a rotating pillory that held 4 people at once as they walked around a post like mules at a grinding mill. Kind of like the maypole, I guess, but more evil. Where they're tied up by the neck, but they're probably linked in some way. Alright, I don't see anything else around here, but still missing a few bags. Where do I look for the bags? I went in there. I don't see anything down here. Maybe we head back down again. See what we find on our way out. I missed 2 clues around here too, so there's probably a room or something I didn't find in here. That's the way down. I hear those noises like the lava pool type things there. Can't see it though. There's definitely one very close. Oh no. Alright, I want to take these out, but I don't want any seeing me. And they're both coming. Okay. There's another one down. No. Which way is that looking? This way, no, huh? Right, I think we took them all out. I knew that was going to happen there. There was too many of the things around for it not to. But I'm still missing garbage bags or whatever they are that I've been finding. And I'm not sure where the rest are, or whether I'll be able to come back and find them at a later date or what. Alright. Oh, not the train again. Oh, the train seems to be parked up this time. Alright. Don't kill me when I go across here. I could have.
I just got a text. Did you hear something else happen just now? Something bad.
Ah.
Someone told me about a murder.
Another
no,
murder.
Like this just happened. Police are all freaking out.
What happened?
I don't know. Sounds serious though.
Not very helpful, is it? Did you hear something happen? Something, what? I don't know. Train just completely blocks the way now, so you can't go back that way. I'm not sure if there's any of those bags down here. Well, there is one. I kind of knew that was there. Oh, there's something over there too. Let's see if I can get to that somehow. Not sure. Not sure. I don't want to walk into one of those. Yeah, one of those. So I got it down to 3, but I'm kind of out of ideas now.
Just said something horrible just happened at St. Benedict's.
Oh no, that's where we sent the girl. We sent the girl to the church and something bad happened there. Still want to look around here a little bit longer. What's this? Ronan meets Rex. I was so nervous. My rogue ex-con boyfriend meets my cop brother. It's a situation that's bound to have sparks, right? But it's like they were birds of a feather. I've never seen two men understand each other so naturally. I think this is going to work out fine. They stashed that one, didn't they? It's not helping me find these rubbish bags or whatever they are, though. Where on earth am I now? Oh, I don't know. Weird. Why have this place hidden here? If you're not going to put one of the rubbish bags in here. Come on.
So it wasn't just witchcraft that
That's where it came from, isn't it? Oh, there's one. Two more. Come on, I can do this. Okay. Have I ever been through this one? Oh yeah. Of course. Oh, I don't know if I should keep doing searching or whether I should move on. I'd like to get the last two. I'd like to do one of these at some point. But I just don't know how much time I can dictate to these. What's in that room there? Oh. Museum date. Went to the history museum with Ronan again. He's not much of a history buff, but he knows I am, and he's so sweet to come with me. Ominous as it may be, I love that this little town has so much gravitas to it, that people have lived here for centuries. That helps me feel rooted to this place. Alright. Be rooted then. Baker in the stocks. Being a dishonest baker was one of the many offences liable to result in the public shaming and torture of the stocks. Alright. A dishonest baker. Okay. One more to uncover the story. Come on, where could it be? I'd hate to leave this at just one, but I have a feeling I'm going to. There's no more secret rooms around here. I don't see any. What's this one? Okay, that was where the train was initially going by. Now, that's where I can go back up. Do I want to go back up though? This blocks off everything.
How long they left people underwater?
There it is.
Mighty uncomfortable, I suppose.
I can see it.
Plus, everyone was staring while it happened.
Yeah. Talk about public humiliation. Must have been like the pillory, but
Oh. How do you get to the West Wing? I can see it. I know where it is now. I just don't know how to get there. No. Ah, it's there in the West Wing. Someone tell me how I get to the West Wing. Please. Maybe do I? Not good. Come on. Here's the lobby. Can I go through here? Oh, I can. Oh, and there's a guy here. Train station memorial plaque. Once the mighty iron trains charged forth on rails housed in this building. Now this place has been transformed into a monument to our town's past, carrying history forward on the rails of our memories. Alright.
What made us derail that day? I always wonder.
The plot thickens. That's the thing, but there's something over here I'll go get first. Dunking a gossip. Those convicted of gossiping sometimes paid their penance via the dunking stool. People are pretty darn evil, aren't they, at times? Collect a series of mysterious vestige artifacts. Uncover the terror on the tracks. Yes, I did it. Let's
My
have a
husband and I stepped off the platform and onto the giant hissing locomotive. I remember looking back at our small town and thinking of all the happy memories we made there. But I was excited to start our new life in Salem. I must have dozed off because I was startled awake by the sound of screeching metal. And as the train came to a halt, all I could hear was the torrential rain pelting against the roof. I looked out the window. There was only darkness. Then came the brightest flash of lightning I had ever seen. When my husband left to inquire about the delay, a woman in the back of the train started screaming. We rushed over to her and asked her what was wrong, but all she could manage to say through her sobs was something about seeing the spirits of the dead wandering in the rain. Stranger still were the passengers that were suddenly stricken with the painful memories of their past. It was at this point that I became truly terrified, so I set out to find Joe. When I reached the cab and still hadn't found him, I was worried. I looked out the front window and saw the train's conductor laboring to move a downed tree from the tracks. And there was Joe, walking up to help. However, instead of grabbing hold of the tree, Joe bent down, picked up a rock, and crushed the conductor's skull with it. When I left the train and ran up to him, I could see that this wasn't the Joe I once knew. Something had taken hold of him, something angry. Then he saw something that terrified him. He dropped the rock and ran off into the woods. However, right before he disappeared into the trees, during a bright flash of lightning, I thought I saw something chasing him, hunting him. I can only describe it as a ghostly specter, cloaked in black. But more likely than not, it was just a shadow. The authorities spent days combing the woods for Joe, but he never turned up. I tried to go back home, but the memories were too painful. Some nights I lie in bed, tortured by the thoughts of what our life could have been if we had never stepped onto that train.
I'm not sure what all those garbage bags had to do with that story, but interesting. I feel they could have done more visually to help the stories along, but still, it's fine. Witchcraft superstition plaque. Persecution of witches was not common in Europe between the fall of Rome and the Protestant Reformation. Numerous laws explicitly forbade condemning people as witches or burning people for witchcraft. This stemmed from the notion that their very belief in witchcraft was superstitious. Does seem that way, doesn't it? Alright, let's get out of here now. I would check what my next quest or next step should be, but it will just tell me to check the war room. Yeah, current objective, investigate the war room. That's not the case, is it? So let's exit the museum if we can. I think this is the way out. No, that's not the way out. Where's the way out? This way, yes. Let's exit.
Why the hurry, boys? Where you headed? Oh, no.
Yes, we know. They headed to the church because the people were saying so in the museum. Alright, I'm going to get this here. Salem's History Fountain Dedication Plaque. This fountain is dedicated to the hope that this quiet town of Salem will be known for peace and reverie. And then I think, ladies and gentlemen, that we'll call it a day here because we're almost at the hour mark. And we'll go see what's going on in the church in the next episode. So thanks for watching. I'll see you then. Bye bye. If you like this video, please consider watching another. 2 suggestions will be on screen now. Also, if you have not subscribed already, please do so by clicking the icon in the middle of this screen. Every view and subscription will go a long way to helping the channel grow, and in turn will result in more content for you. Thank you, and until the next time, goodbye.